It's Ken Abrams with another Tuesday at 10 blog. Many schools, colleges, and universities are open now. And when you look back at where they were last spring, it's been very different on college campuses today. If you recall, many schools were dealing with encampments, protests, and a number of college and university presidents were either given votes of no confidence or resigned from their positions, some voluntarily, some not so much. The fall has brought more calm and tranquility on college campuses, but will that stay? As we get ready, a month from now, approximately, to approach the one-year anniversary of the Israel-Palestinian war, what will happen on college campuses? If you've read and kept up with it, many schools this summer created new protocols on how they were going to deal with these kind of protests on college campuses. Some students were involved, in other cases they weren't. But again, I think there is a certain amount of trepidation as we hit that first year anniversary as to what will happen on college campuses. Now, I have to tell you that many colleges used this war as a great learning opportunity for their students. They actually, instead of shying away from it in class, used class time to have open discussions about what was going on in the Middle East. They talked about the history. They talked about what was going on. They talked about the governance of both countries. In many cases, their discussions were very open and very honest, and no punches were pulled. Students were allowed to express their displeasure on either side. Whether they agreed with Israel or they agreed with the Palestinians, they were allowed in a safe space to give others their opinion, to let people know how they felt. Again, it was a great learning opportunity for many schools, but many schools chose to try and kind of ignore what was going on in the Middle East, and often those were the schools that had these encampments pop up and had a lot of protests, a lot of demonstrations, and a lot of anger on both sides. Again, a number of college presidents, some very visibly, lost their jobs. Again, either they resigned or they were kind of forced to resign. It is hopeful that this year, that first year anniversary, will mark a different kind of tenor on college campuses, where students, faculty, staff, alumni, whoever is involved, has the opportunity to express their feelings and to, again, talk a little bit about that part of the world, what's going on, how it happened, and how they can help. A lot of schools faced demonstrations telling them they need to divest any interest that they had in the state of Israel. Others chose to ignore that and just do business as usual. I'm not really sure that either situation is the right one or particularly beneficial to the campuses themselves. Again, people have to be allowed to voice their opinions and have those opinions heard. I really hope that as we approach October 7th, 2024, that people will be open to having some of those discussions and some of those conversations on college campuses. I wish all of you a great fall, and hopefully things will stay peaceful and calm.